In this video, I'm going to be sharing the latest updates on immigration policies, especially centered around supplementary employment. And if you want to find out whether you can take up 20 hours and what you need to do in order to take up those 20 hours, then you need to watch this video till the end, because I'm going to be sharing my workflow. I'm going to share my screen and show you what you should do before you take up 20 hours so that you don't break any immigration policy. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK, US, or Canada if you're interested in any of these countries. So just hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel, because I keep you updated on what to do. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. Now I'm going to be sharing my screen, and the link to these websites I'm going to go to are all in the description box. All you have to do is go to the description box and click on it and just search. Now, the section I'm going to go through is supplementary employment. And it says, in addition to the job specified on the certificate of sponsorship, a skilled worker's conditions allow them to do extra work if it is in an occupation listed in tables 1, 2, or 3 of appendix skilled occupations. I'm going to share some of those things shortly. The next one is no more than 20 hours a week. Another one is outside the working hours covered by the COS. But it also says that in other cases, apart from the general practice trainee, in other cases, the person must remain working for their sponsor in order to be able to do supplementary work. That's very clear. You need to keep working for your sponsor. Another thing it mentions is that if the extra work meets the above requirements, the applicant does not need to inform the home office before taking extra work. Many of you have asked me, do I need to inform the home office? Do I need to fill a form? Do I need to apply for another sponsorship or anything? You don't need to do that. Another thing is that the second person you are going to meet, as in your second employer, must not have a license to sponsor you. That's one thing. But you should also work outside the hours of your main sponsor. Does that make sense? If this is your main sponsor and you're taking up 20 hours from another employer, the 20 hours should be outside the work hours of your main sponsor. Now, there's also another aspect, which is if you want to work for more than 20 hours, it has to be under secondary employment. Anyway, that's not what this video is all about. It's all about supplementary employment. And I'm going to show you a table that the UK government has put in this under this appendix skilled occupations, that has a list of occupations that you should not do. Remember that what they want you to do is occupations under the SOC 2020. Now, that list is table 1, 2, and 3. But the other tables have something on them, and you should not just do this. So I'm going to share a list of occupations that you should not do first. I know why I'm doing this. If you want to have access to this particular table, it's table 6. Just put table 6 and search. It will just pop up. It says SOC 2020 occupation codes which are not eligible for the skilled worker, global business mobility, or scale-up routes. So you can see elected officers and representative officers in armed forces, clergy, we're talking about nuns, pastors, priests, vicar. Then you will see chaplain. It says complementary health associate professionals, non-commissioned officers, and other ranks. I don't want to let's just breeze through. Some people were asking me about nuns and umpires. They are here. Data entry administrators. It says data entry clerk, data entry imputer. It talks about legal secretaries, and we have school secretaries, receptionists, even cooks, nannies, and umpire. Pest control officers. So you have to go through this list and be sure that the occupation you want to pursue is not on this list before you apply for any job. Just check and be sure it's not on this list. These jobs are low-paying jobs, as you can see. They pay low, and they feel that they have to take them out from SOC 2020. Now, what jobs can you apply for? That's the main question. Search table 1, and that is when you see table 1 will pop up with all the jobs that you can explore. Now, the job is just, there are a lot of codes on that table 1, seriously. you can just explore this option. There are so many jobs here in table 1, and there are other jobs in table 2 and table 3. So you can explore all of this. Remember that if you are a student and you want to switch to any job that is on this list, you might qualify as an entrant. They call them new entrants. Now it means 70% discount on the ongoing rate of the occupation you want to pursue. Now the first thing you're going to do is you check the 70% discount on the occupation you want to pursue on this table, and then you compare it with £30,960. Now, anyone that is higher is what should appear on your COS. That's your COS should bear that and above. That is one thing you have to consider. Remember that there is also a list of occupations that are exempted from this. I'm talking about health and care visa option. Make sure you check this list. Just type in the occupation, Control F, type in the occupation there and find out how much the government is expecting to have. And also check the category you fall in. If you have never, maybe a dependent of a student, you are likely to be under category A because maybe you don't have a PhD, or maybe you have not schooled here before, or many of those discounts do not qualify. You don't qualify for any of those discounts. Another thing you have to understand is that the government website has been updated. I'm talking about the health and care visa job codes has been updated. As you can see here, now the care worker and the senior carer route is now named 6135 and 6136. And those people that are interested in nursing auxiliaries and assistant is now 6131. Remember that if you apply for NHS, I've seen someone COS, healthcare assistant, and is band 3, but the code is 6141. So do not think that if it is a healthcare assistant under NHS, that the code might be 6145 or 6146. It can be 6141, and really with the new and updated code, it is 6131. So what I'm trying to say is that do not discourage yourself from trying NHS jobs. You can explore NHS jobs. I've shared previously that any occupation you can see on this health and care visa option, there are 39 codes there. Like if we remove the care worker and the senior carer is 37, you can just put assistant at the end. Paramedics assistant, ambulance assistant, occupation therapist assistant, speech and language therapy assistant. I'm talking about nursing assistant. Just try any of these options. The entry level might not be as critical as that, and find out whether it needs an MVQ. Go and get that MVQ sorted. Apply for jobs. Explore it. Explore it. Remember, on this list, you don't need to pay IHS fees, and if you have a large family, it's an opportunity to have reduced fees. And also, I always encourage you to have passion for care jobs, because there are a lot of policies and procedures. If you don't have passion for human life and honor human, you will not excel in it. You will just be making a big mistake. So this is what I felt I should share with you. I promised you I was going to give an update from 4th of April, and this is 4th of April. And I feel it's very important that you have this information. Go through this table, and I wish you the best. Like, share, and subscribe, and encourage your family and friends. Bye-bye.